In this video, you will see my buddy Dwight and I loading up these two tractors and taking them to market. We are reducing our inventory. The Moline on the right, which is a 602, is one half mine, and the G6 that he's sitting on is all his. But this video will show us loading them, taking them to southern Illinois, and then unloading them at the auction site. Now, the reason for this intro is that unfortunately the audio is not very good at all on this video. It's because it's so windy out in the country. The first 10 minutes are taken with an iPhone, and the audio is not good, and even the balance of it in southern Illinois has a bad audio because of the wind. So I hope you can still enjoy this video. Forgive the iPhone video here, but I'm going to have a little tractor adventure here. It's a couple days, and we got the big rig here, and we got too many tractors, my buddy and I, and we're going to take two tractors out of this shed, and you've seen them before, but if we can get them started, we're going to load them now, and they're going to go down to auction in Jacksonville, Illinois. Propane tractor, but I gotta drive it around and play with it a little bit before we load it. Here's the big G6 Moline propane. I hope it starts up. It's about 45 degrees here today in Illinois. Look at those race tires. Tractor, and it's pretty awkward. Now I got to put the camera down and have some fun with this thing for the last time. Are all in. This is a soybean field. That's just the stubble. They're running pretty good. I hope we get a good price on these, and because they run just fine. We just got too many tractors. live up in that barn through that open window. Alright, now we're going to load that 602. Bring her up, buddy. We're lifetime buddies. Old friends. Load the G6. I think this tractor weighs about 7,000 pounds. Low gear, nice and slow. That's going to be quite a load. Now, propane off. Did you turn the propane off while you're up there? And chain them down. Got the legs locked. Got the torqued up. Always got to turn the propane off with these LP. You know, Moline was a leader and pioneer in developing LP powered tractors. Well, there it is, all lashed down. Might have to make a few changes on our chains. Now we're going up to the grain elevator and weigh it. I hope this big Ford 250 Power Stroke can pull her. It looks like the rear end is pulled down a little bit. But we've had heavier loads. We're on the scale. Can you hear the grain dryers? 29,000. Howdy again, it's Tubalcain, and I'm about to embark here on another little adventure. Now, a couple days ago we loaded these tractors up, and I'm just rendezvousing here with my buddy, and we're going to take these Moline tractors to auction. We got way too much stuff, so bear with us here. I hope that the wind doesn't affect the audio on this, but the next few videos, clips are taken with my iPhone, and the wind played havoc with the audio. But we got a gross weight here of 29,000 pounds, but I think the mighty F250 here with the Power Stroke engine is up to the job. We got about 200 miles to go to Greenville, Illinois, and we're rendezvousing right here at our favorite spot. We live about 40 miles apart, so it's 8 in the morning on Monday, November 10th or thereabouts, and let's get on the road. Oh, that road's rougher than a cob right here. We're in Bloomington, Illinois. We stopped for coffee. We're only getting 8 miles per gallon with this load, but the tractor seemed to be riding okay. We always check the chains. They're as tight as a banjo string yet. Stopped for fuel, and I'm still inside the truck. It's terribly windy. I don't think you'll be able to hear me, but those of you from other parts of the country or of the world, there's a grain elevator about half mile away, quarter mile away, and they just have to pile the corn on the ground, and then they cover it. There's a huge pile on this side, and then one on the far side, so there's just an awful lot of grain being stored outdoors until it can be moved and the rail cars are available. This is a common sight in Illinois. Here's the fuel price, and we're south of Decatur now. Gasoline is quite reasonable at $2.85, but the diesel is $3.89 a gallon. Now we'll go out and take a look at the pump. All right, let's see what we got here. With propane tractors, there's the tank, and then there's the regulator, and right below it is the carburetor, but it's a special carburetor for propane. Well, we made it thanks to my partner's good driving skills, and here we are in Greenville, Illinois, the site of the auction, and it's 12:15 and 150 bucks worth of fuel less. We have come to a halt. Quite a few tractors on the premises already. And here we are, safe and sound. We're going to go in and check in, and then lower the ramps. Case VC, and there sit the mighty Molines, and we'll look through this crooked steering wheel here for a nice framing. A lot of tractors for sale. They're still unloading. There'll be a lot of memorabilia here and parts as well. Hundreds of pallets of parts, new, old stock, and so on. Antique implements, signs, everything for the tractor lover. Some restored tractors, some as is. Some strange ones. I've always had a fondness for this big W, John Deere stationary, which is really the equivalent of the engine out of a D, I believe. D as in dog. Hefty F? Never heard of it. Several cockshuts, which I believe came out of Canada. Here's a white, which is, I believe, a thinly disguised Moline. The auction is being held here at the American Heritage Farm Museum, and we're indoors now, and you can see there's rack loads of tractor manuals, repair manuals, some miscellaneous, all kinds of toy tractors up there, including the Wienermobile. Manuals here, every make and model you can think of. I may be showing you a little more than you want. And yet one more rack. The weather is beautiful. It's about 60 degrees at least here. I'm in shirt sleeves. Still got some standing corn here. Most of the corn in Illinois is in. There's a few fields standing. Piece of cake. Started a propane engine. Hope it starts. There she goes, there she goes. Ah, yeah. That's a good looking tractor. Safe and sound on the ground. What a relief. This is my last ride on the 602. I gotta get out of the way here. All these parts are for sale. For you Caterpillar fans, look at this. You like? Coming in, being hauled by a K-Whopper. Unloaded and tagged and ready to sell. I felt quite sentimental when I turned that 62 off. That's the last of that. But I wonder if this man is sentimental. Five Caterpillars in a row, like all his ducks in a row. I bet his wife is glad though. Now she'll get some attention. Except she's 80 years old now and doesn't care. These old Caterpillars won't start. They're towing every one of them. pulling out of Greenville, and 200 miles to go, and about 6-7 tons less. The truck is running quite nice, doing no work at all. Be home about dark. And just about home. About 50 more miles. Let's see how much we use this time. Oh, a mere $75. Okay, this is Tubalcain signing out, saying, hope you enjoyed this little tractor adventure.